Numberblocks fans are wrong about Alphablocks. The fact that Numberblocks is the most popular Numberblocks show and Wonderblocks and Colorblocks follow a formula derived from it have led people to think that Numberblocks is the perfect model for a successful Learningblocks show. But Alphablocks existed before the Numberblocks model, and it must be treated accordingly. At the end of the day, Alphablocks is closer to your more typical show with an ensemble cast than it is to Numberblocks. Alphablocks not introducing new characters isn't a weakness. In fact, as a cast of Numberblocks in place, it's become more of a strength than anything. You know how 31 hasn't appeared in an episode since its debut? Alphablocks has never had that problem with its namesake characters. It can be argued that this character inflexibility allows for Alphablocks to be far more flexible in other aspects, such as developing their characters and giving them the spotlight, even if they are rarely used in English. Another thing people say that the other shows can keep on teaching forever, while Alphablocks cannot. I think it's the opposite, especially with the arrival of Series 5 and 6 opening up new paths. Alphablocks is a show about letters, a show about phonics, but more importantly, the English language. It's why Alphablocks can get away with making multiple episodes about seemingly the same topic. They not only teach words and sounds, but also show the different ways words can be used. And with the different applications, Alphablocks can do one thing better than any Learningblocks show: telling a story. And there's no limit to the amount of stories you can tell. For Numberblocks, I'm gonna be very real with you right now. It cannot keep teaching things forever. Realistically, they cannot go higher than basic algebra before the show is connected with its main target audience. Either that or things just become too difficult to explain in an accounting blocks format. And although many fans praise the review with infinity, I think it marks the tipping point for Numberblocks when it comes to new concepts. It is a representation of the show's race to find the next big thing to show to its audience. Meanwhile, Alphablocks wasn't built off the same pressures. In the form of the show, lower does not eliminate the odds of such a content bottleneck ever happening. But why is Numberblocks so much more popular? Well, first of all, they didn't go through a content drought for nearly as long as Alphablocks. Second of all, Numberblocks was active during what was the best time to be an educational channel for kids: the pandemic. Alphablocks never had these opportunities to find their audience. Okay, so the point I'm actually trying to make about this ain't even about how many episodes each show can make. All good things must come to an end. My point is that people need to stop measuring Alphablocks using Numberblocks-centric metrics. Alphablocks doesn't even function in the same way as Numberblocks. It's not even structured in the same way as Numberblocks. So using Numberblocks as a reference for Alphablocks when Alphablocks literally came before it often leads to the wrong conclusion, which only hurts reputation in the fandom. Alphablocks isn't limited, nor is the show uninteresting. You're just watching it and expecting it to behave like Numberblocks. The reason I got into Alphablocks even after I said I didn't like the show is because when I started watching the episodes, I had zero expectations. I didn't expect new characters, I didn't expect the show to be anything like Numberblocks. I just watched it to see if it was worth it. And the show far exceeded my expectations. Sure, it was different, but it was different in a way that I found more entrancing at the time. The characters always felt more real to me, and that's why I started analyzing the episodes. I think the fact that Alphablocks is powered by the characters themselves rather than reaching objectives means that Alphablocks is a lot more sustainable as a show, especially as Alphablocks' episode count slowly approaches Numberblocks.